Hey there, folks. I'm Joe Crawford of artlearn.com. Pretty much every day I go to CSSBattle.dev, do the daily target, and record myself doing it. That's what I'm going to do right now. Oh, what interesting shapes we have here. Yeah, really interesting. I find myself. Well, let's see. Oh, kind of interesting, right? Like that's interesting. So we have interesting symmetries here that I'm not sure exactly what to do with. We might be able to use sibling index somehow. Let's make 4 elements and see how far we get. So that's the blank template, right? On the GitHub plugins that I've got. The height of this is like it's not very tall. Maybe it's 25. Okay. And then let's say that the width is sibling is a calc of, let's move the margins. Actually, we're going to move some margins down. And we're going to say that calc is a sibling index times minus 1 or 0 minus sibling index times 20 pixels. Let's. I think that's completely wrong, but we're not going to be bothered by that. And that's actually not doing anything with it, is it? So let's do margin auto on the thing. So that is not working. And why? So let's see. Oh, so there you can kind of see the effects. All right, so I've got it backwards. So sibling index times the width. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then if I do these in reverse order, 100, 200, make them 20, and then give a negative 230 or something, 240, 50, 60. That kind of works. 70, 80. Oh yeah, 75. So that's, I mean, that's a mess, right? Like this is already too complicated. I mean, is this better than, like, the sibling index is just too complicated. So however, if we put some put a B attribute and then a C attribute and a D attribute, then maybe we get something going there. All right. So these margins, let's fix these margins. So 200, 0, 140, 100, 80, and 20, 30, 40, 50, 2. And let's make that a calc. Or no, not a calc, but based on a variable var. Bottom margin, the margins on the sides, whose name escapes me, we'll just call that H for no particular reason. And we want a very specific margin on the bottom, minus 20, minus 40, minus 50, minus 60. Okay, so now we're lined up. Now, each one of these has an H value that's a little different. So let's make this 72, see if that's right. That's B. We'll give this a value of, 92. Is that right? Or 102? Or 112? It's not great, is it? Not great. We're just going to carry on. Minus H. So we've got some issues here, right? I just want to make the shapes be conform to what these are. And there's not a perfect symmetry, right? Okay. So the third one is way different. Like it's not obeying, so it's not a straight line. Or is it, or should it be? Oh, there we go. Okay, so actually we're in good shape. There we go. Okay. So now we want these color stops. So what do we want? We need, how about, so repeating linear gradient, I think, or just a linear gradient, or an inset box shadow. Uh, or border right. So let's make this background white. Border right. How about a var B solid and then the color. And then that default is going to be, you know, some width, 100 pixels. So that's how we get that. Is that good? 110, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then we get a variable for each one. Dash dash B for the second one is 80 pixels, maybe 80, 100, 10, 20, 30. And for this one, it's 110 pixels. And then for the final one, is what's the trend? 150, 130, 110, 90 pixels. Okay. So then I guess we want to put we're going to put a background of a repeating linear gradient coming in from 90 degrees, which is this color, 0, 20 pixels. And then transparent, 0, 30 pixels. And interestingly, that doesn't quite work, does it? So what if I do this as black? So yeah, the right-hand margin is not correct. And that is a bummer. Because it would kind of work. Yeah, this is so complicated. I don't like this. I'm not liking this at all. So I think what that means, so we've got this right margin that's correct. So that we presume that that margin was going to be the same, and it's not at all. So let's do that. And we'll say that's okay. Y, we'll call it, no, we'll call it P. All these numbers are terrible. So now we can set variables and get it right, I think. So let's go ahead and make that transparent. Clump. And then see, because we got, so this is the other tricky part, is that the width, yeah. I'm going to put another gradient, so a linear gradient. Nope, a linear gradient to left, red, 10 pixels, transparent, 0. And that actually gets me what I want. So now I'm going to set I need to set a variable. Is this the P, which again, the naming of these variables is not good. So now we adjust this number 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 2. And that worked. So for C, do the same number, 90, 100, 110. There it is, 112. Semicolon. And 20, 30, 40. That's great. And now we can turn this to left is what, minus 90 degrees. And we want that to be this blue color. And that does it. So complicated, not symmetrical. But our goal is always to get to 100%, or my goal is always to get to 100%. So that's a 601, just minimally matching the thing. There's all kinds of different values here. Definitely got a lot of code spell here, but this is where I'm going to stop for today. So I'm going to minify, I'm going to unit replace, and submit a final answer. I may revisit this one because this is an interesting challenge to get small because it is so complicated. But I'm tired and we'll carry on. Um, let's get that final score. Probably like 608, something like that. Again, if you're over 100% match, yeah, it was 615. Okay, but it's still not great. A fun puzzle. All right. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Go make a webpage. I'll see you next week. Bye.